Hello there.
So I have just sacked the polo cap for this episode, for this reaction. I'm recording this right after finishing episode 3. I've just chucked on the jumper. It seems like, Tommy Shelby and his men were looking out for Michael for stains on his, suit, but they weren't looking out for my polo cap, unfortunately. So yeah, what's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 24-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia, absolutely shooting his shot, and we have been watching Peaky Blinders for the very first time. Today, we are up to episode 4 of season 2. We're going to get into the reaction right off the bat. Let's see what's in store for us this episode. Let's have some fun with this thing. Let's absolutely smash it. Let's go. Harold Hancock's. The wooden revolver as well. The wooden gun from his mother. Even the strap. She sewed the strap herself. Another funeral he has to attend. Oh, he knows what's coming. Yeah, he knows what's coming.
Where the viaduct looms like a bird of doom. Man, you know you're never coming back. Across the square, across the bridge.
You have to compensate the families.
On a gathering storm comes a tall, handsome man in a dusty black coat with a red right hand.
Every time I watch Scream now, I'm just gonna think of Peaky Blinders and Red Right Hand. Oh, it's Sunday. It's Sunday. That's right. They had their meeting scheduled.
You might think this is a curious place for me to suggest a meeting. What? The surprises have only just begun.
Oh!
You look a little unsteady, Mr. Shelby. Take a seat.
You're working together. Blowing up the garrison was your idea.
To get his attention.
You chose me.
The chosen one.
I thought the Fenians had a policy.
Enough.
Hey, of not mixing the personal with the political.
I said enough.
I think I will decide on what is enough.
Oh, who's in charge here then, eh? Who's in charge? Wait, let me understand this. You answer to an agent of the Crown.
Perhaps we can
Very interesting.
Perhaps we can stick to the agenda.
Whose agenda?
There's a form of words here.
Whose words?
Arrogant bastard.
I'm not accustomed to being spoken to like that.
Just come to order.
I'm here to listen, but not to the fucking infantry.
Enough! Jesus! Now, weeks ago, Mr. Shelby carried out a military mission on behalf of pro-treaty Republicans here in Birmingham.
You. Working for the king.
There is a unique political situation.
Yeah? How does that feel?
Let us
Tell me.
to the
How does that
form of
fucking
words
feel?
here.
Temporarily.
Obviously, I always talk about Tommy Shelby, or Thomas Shelby being this, pragmatic character, thinking things through, and always seems like he has a solution to everything. And I love in that scene right there when he first came into the room and saw who was sitting in those two chairs. I don't know. I don't know if it's Cillian Murphy's phenomenal acting, and I think it is. It has to be his phenomenal acting. But he always had that look on his face where he was just pondering for a sec. He was surveying the room, surveying all outcomes possible, and how he was going to tackle the situation for a sec. Then bang, straight away stamped his authority, started yelling at the two and going at their belief system for working with the for working with the Crown and how that goes against their belief system. Yeah, and I just love that about Thomas Shelby. Even if things don't go his way in a certain scene or certain moment, he always kind of expects that in a way. Like if it goes according to plan, it's almost as if that's crazy. That's crazy for him because like things always don't go according to plan, and it seems like he's really great at innovating on the spot.
We have a shared
Oh,
interest.
Should we just stop them laughing, huh?
You want me to stop laughing? Explain this part.
Following the success of your mission,
We're gonna make you do it again.
Will you shut up?
can we just conduct ourselves here, please? Conduct ourselves!
Please.
No one in this room wants to breathe the same air as anyone else.
Nevertheless, the pro-treaty Paddies and the king want the same man dead.
Thank you very much.
Am I right?
And that's the mission you have to carry out. I don't know who this man is yet. And I guess we're about to find out. Tommy Shelby out here completing side quests, man.
I am.
Did you ask why in France?
Yeah.
So it's the same answer. Because
He always has a rebuttal for this woman.
Why me?
What?
If anyone connects me to this, it will be assumed that it was a criminal act and not a political one.
no, he need not fear being connected to the killing, because I will see to it that no connection is ever made. You will have complete immunity after the fact.
Are you sure about that?
But in the execution, you will get no help from agents of the crime.
And we can't be seen to be involved.
This must be a high political figure
You've been chosen.
or
Mr.
military individual. Like he
Shelby.
must
There
be
really is
high
no
up.
choice.
No equals. Bang. And your man here will shed no tears as he looks the other way.
Nevertheless, I say no.
Damn. He's eventually going to have to say yes.
Mr. Shelby,
Need I remind you the evidence I have on you about the murder?
what about your export license, Mr. Shelby? You had a deal with Mr. Churchill.
Interruptions, man.
Open the mouth. Donald Henry, he is a spy. He is working for the irregulars against the pro-treaty Paddies. He reports every fucking word back to him.
No, it's not possible. They've both been security vetted by my own department.
I have men in places your men can't go. Donald Henry meets the anti-treaty Paddies in the back room of the Mother Red Cap in Salt Lake, sometimes twice a week. These Irish enemies are fucking brothers and cousins.
One
who are
sec.
stepping into a world you don't understand.
If what you're saying is true,
I'm locked into this reaction. I'm getting interrupted
Bring me proof.
by my family
The
members.
spy is dead. And we have a deal.
Damn. Listen, this individual must be top priority for, you know, even Major Campbell to consider Shelby's conditions right here. If the hit wants to be done, you got to take out the spy. Damn. Insane stuff.
On you go.
Get your ass out of here, boy. You ain't hearing anymore. You're just getting paid. We back in London. Let's go with Billy Kitchen and the men them. We about to stamp our authority even more. Back at the same place. Oh, Sabini gonna have a blast with this one. Damn. This is definitely a get back for the message Sabini sent. And this is sending an even bigger message. Nowhere to run.
Sabini's day's done. I'll protect you now.
Oh, really?
Now shut up. Stop fucking whinging. Use my razor blade and a few complaints from the neighbours about the terrible fucking music.
It's still going on about the music.
You want to tell them, or should I? This place is under new management. By order of the Peaky Blinders.
Let him know. Arthur on a madness, man. Arthur on a madness. That's the Irish guy, yeah? In the cold, really? Oh, so it is a military officer they want taken out. Interesting. I wonder why he needs to be taken out. Like, this guy could have made it all the way to that position honorably and honestly just to be taken out. In the end of the day, the main protagonists, Sopranos, Peaky Blinders, they're terrible individuals. They do terrible things. But it's just that with the Peaky Blinders, I don't know. They got a code at least. Like, they have a little bit of heart. Tommy Shelby has a little bit of heart, and the banter's good sometimes. So you get lost in that.
Yes.
But at the same time, they're no better than Sabini and the rest.
Shelby. He says it's come about the position of accounts clerk.
Than Solomons.
Oh, send him in.
We just happen to experience the show from their perspective.
Thank you.
And Tommy Shelby's a badass character.
Michael. Vacancy's been filled.
Not according to this morning's paper.
Bless you.
Respectable men see the other things you do. They leave. But I, like Lizzie out there, already know what you do.
and May
You want to
too.
be 80% legal within 2 years.
3.
I can help. I know both sides, and you know you can trust me. I want to help you, Tommy.
Does his mum does his mum approve of it? Because listen, if he does the accounting stuff, that's okay, as long as he's not out and about putting his life in danger. As long as
proud of this family.
Yeah, as long as he stays in HQ, does the numbers in the office, that's fine, right? Like,
Does Polly know you're here, Michael?
that's what I was gonna.
I'm 18 on Friday. I'll go where I please.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. When you're 18, we can have this conversation.
You found your mother. Good luck.
Oh, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. Is that May?
I have an appointment. Come in.
Oh, it is May. Yeah, big up Esme, man.
May Carleton.
Holding it down.
Shelby's proper meetings in his other office.
Well, this was the address that he gave me.
Gave you this address?
He said it was a gambling den. I told him that I'd wanted to see one since I'm always reading about them in the papers. Quite the big scandal in the Telegraph lately. Anyway, he said that I could come and have a look. And now I feel a bit of an idiot because I'm early and he's late and I have no idea how to behave.
In a gambling den?
I'll wait in the car.
If I open the door again, they'll all want to come in. Like flies.
I was born riding too.
There's a fucking great Riley parked out there. Nobody's watching it.
John, this woman says she's training Thomas's horse.
Told us a lot about you.
Don't know where he is, do you?
Sorry I'm late. There was a family matter.
Yeah.
We're locked up for a minute.
Yes, Thomas.
I'll show you around. So, be my guest. Brother Arthur's office.
He could be a spy, man.
Brother John's office.
Like, who knows?
Like the runners and the riders.
I know it's a gambling den, but is he showing her too
It's out
much?
in the open. What about the police?
What about him?
I drove into Smallheath. I thought I was going to get murdered. And I mentioned your name. It's like being escorted to see a king.
Hey, he is the king, man. He is the
Came here to get
king.
my girl, right?
Right.
The king stay the king.
Looks in very good condition considering she's not been out on the gallops.
Curly's the best horseman in England.
I have a man called Mickey who'd argue the point.
Curly here is our horse himself.
No one touches Curly, man.
Very blessed.
Well, she's from the best stock.
But I'd rather have a colored pony. Mixed blood is stronger.
To win the derby, Curly.
Don't like them racing, Tommy. Not the way they beat them. She's all yours.
Thank you.
He gets sad when one leaves. So time's your box van coming?
Midday.
Well, you've got time to take the lady to the garrison. Show her the spa, the tea rooms.
I'd like that. Why not?
Man, this one, this May girl is.
Just had it done up. There was a fire.
There was a fire.
Yep. What do you drink?
It'd actually be hilarious if there's a recurring theme for each season that the garrison is like redesigned for each season. That would be funny. That would be actually funny. Like each season of Peaky Blinders, something happens to the garrison at the start that basically draws the attention of Thomas Shelby, and each season obviously has a different villain. That's how they get the attention. That's the recurring theme. I don't know. That's my prediction, and then we get to redesign the garrison yet again and again.
So early, but gin. Goodness, with something?
Like what?
Tonic water? Or...
We have cordial. There's not much room in there.
You can tell he's a great bartender. I sense a little bit of.
Mrs. Carleton.
Oh my gosh!
Because
I was literally I was about to say I sense a little bit of sexual tension between these two that like is not expressed yet. They don't know how to express it. It was like a love at first sight thing, or not a love at first sight, but like basically giving each other the fuck me eyes. But he just said it.
Perhaps because I represent something to you. We should have this conversation before the booze starts talking for us.
You have a horse.
But I don't think he means fuck me
Yes,
in the
I'm a
way
horse.
as if like sex, but
The horse.
like F him
is why
over.
I'm here. Purely that. And because you're paying me a lot of money to train your horse, that's why I'm here.
It's just a business transaction. That's all it is.
So is that what you say to women?
Only if I don't know what they want.
What if they don't want to fuck?
Then life is simpler.
You want a simple life?
Do I look like a man who wants a simple life, eh?
So what do you want?
For what I'm paying you, Mrs. Carleton, I want a horse that will pay out at Epsom on an each-way bet.
I love how, listen, I don't want to pause obviously mid-dialogue, but I love how this is, you know, held at like a medium long shot and the camera slowly pulling in, and it's a long extended take of them conversing with one another. Just, with the backdrop of obviously the garrison, no cuts of over the head shoulder shots or anything, just that medium wide long shot, and it's just slowly pulling in.
Before I took your account,
And then, just as I say
some
that,
credit checks on you. Apparently, you don't exist.
My existence is questionable.
Gypsies don't like registers.
You see, I'm not gypsy, like you mean.
But you did register for France. They also sent your name to the War Office. I have friends there. You won 2 medals for gallantry.
Does that really impress you, Mrs. Carleton?
Call me May.
Charlie says the box runs here.
Thank you, Finn.
You know, I still don't know what you're going to call your horse.
Grace.
The horse will be called Grace's Secret.
No way. No way.
Grace's
I got the first name right. Oh my gosh. I was like, I don't know why I said
I told him you definitely can't take the job. No, it's no.
Well, that sells it then.
Yeah, but when he turns 18 on Friday, he can do what he wants.
The other candidate. He's much better qualified anyway.
Michael did City and Guilds. 6 months.
Yeah, but he doesn't know racing, Paul. He knows horses, but he doesn't know racing. This other boy, he knows racing. He's good. He's a fast learner.
What if Michael really leaves?
She don't want
Let him
that.
go, Paul. He'll get a job in an office in London. I'm sure he'll write, yeah?
He made a big speech about wanting to help you build up a respectable business. Oh, he's like his dad. He could make me cry.
There are trains to London.
So I just let him leave.
Every month or so, he'd be back.
I love...
Suppose he meets a girl. And who knows?
I don't know if Tommy is bluffing about the other candidate being better, just so Polly gives in. And if there isn't...
You want him to do this?
Yeah, if
Polly,
there even is another candidate.
I want what you want.
What about this other more qualified candidate?
He doesn't exist.
Well, I lied. There isn't one.
Bro, give me my money, honestly. Hey, Tommy, I'm getting a read on you, bro.
You advertise right.
Like hell.
3 bob.
Like hell.
3 and 6.
4.
4 it is.
That's that family handshake.
I love him, Tom.
I know. That's why I'll keep him away from the old business. Put him in charge of the new.
That's why, yeah.
Agreed.
Keep him in the office.
Agreed.
I think as well, ever since Michael, you know, I was about to say, like, Aunt Paul's been seen now more, I don't know, in more revealing clothing, a bit more comfortable. She's not covering herself up as much ever since, you know, Michael came into the fray.
Happy birthday, Mike. 18 years old. You're a man today. Give him a drink, Joe.
There you go, lads.
And after that, we'll go find you a lady of the night.
Arthur.
Best influences around, best cousins.
What's that? You're never late for work.
Where I feel like I have seen, the more I look at Michael, I swear I've seen the actor around. I don't know.
Thank you. Oh, come on. Let's get him drunk. Come here, you.
All right, whiskey.
No whiskey. He's at work tomorrow. Give him only dark minds. A toast to Michael.
Arthur just wants to unleash with Michael, but he's restricted at the moment.
We now have a secure warehouse in Camden Town and secure passage to the Poplar Docks. So on Monday morning, we'll be sending out our first export crate. A crate for Elie car spares, bound for Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Where there's prohibition.
Where there is prohibition.
Hey, that's that connection to Boardwalk Empire.
Making their own booze and bathtubs.
It's in the prohibition period.
In New York and Toronto and Boston.
Rothstein.
Still paying a lot of money for the real stuff. So on Monday, the first Shelby Company crate will contain 1,000 Riley carburetors, but hidden in the packing.
That crossover would have been crazy.
500 bottles of the finest quality, single malt Scotch whiskey. We Shelbys have a license granted by the Minister of the Empire himself, which means our crates won't be searched.
Temporary
All
license.
the whiskey will be packed at the docks. so Michael can do the books without being involved. Like I've been telling you all for a year now. Motor cars are the future.
So, how was your life then, Tom?
On the up, Johnny, on the up.
But Tom, really, come on. How is it? You know I hate to see you not even married yet. I have a fine-looking cousin. She'll make your life hell. You deserve her. We haven't had a good old wedding in a long time.
25 becomes 24. 24 it is.
You know I'm no good with numbers, Tom.
And if 24 ever became 23, that'd be tax. We don't pay tax.
No, Tom.
Good man.
Let's get the ball rolling. Man, that Boardwalk Empire crossover would have been legendary. That would have fed families. Especially with me watching both shows at the same time.
So what were you ever keeping in here, Tommy?
Temptation, Billy. Temptation.
Shelby Export. Oh, here we go, the Tokyo again. Yeah, Arthur's... I thought Arthur was on the Tokyo in the morning when they met up at Polly's house.
Morning, Arthur. I was just passing.
New management.
Oh, the long drive ahead.
Your fun.
Eventually. To Birmingham.
So is Sabini allowing him to have this place in London just like that?
What's this?
No repercussions whatsoever so far?
Olives.
But surely they're...
It's olives. Sticks, you know, with little bits of fucking onion and things.
Surely they're expecting a retaliation from Sabini. Just taking his club like that. Surely, like in London especially. Like, that's prime real estate, this club. You just don't usurp the place like that and say it's under new management without any repercussions. So I'm sensing that Sabini's probably ready to strike back.
I told you, Arthur. The dealers sell the cocaine. We take a cut. We don't sell direct. The Home Secretary's cracking down on our this to fuck up everything else. Understand? I understand. How much of that 600 came out of your pocket? It's under control. Put you down here because people are scared of you, Arthur. But if you don't straighten up, it'll be John's turn in London. No need. I can handle it. It's under control. It's under control.
We'll see about that.
Fucking Saudi profit though, eh? Chat me, Tom.
What's your business?
Sorry, I'm lost here.
Yeah, well, you can't stop here. Move on.
Doing a little bit of recon.
23 seconds.
Hey, you gotta start taxing that 23, man.
Alright, Ada. Be Andrew for me. Oh.
Looking for Ada.
Who are you?
You don't need to know, boy.
You get up late these days, Ada.
I go to bed late.
Yeah, what's calm?
What do you want, Tommy? Oh, God, before you start sizing him up for a wedding suit, he's not interested in me. Or in girls of any kind.
Ada.
What? I won't judge you. You sure as hell won't go to the police.
Hey,
Look,
you do you,
I'll
man.
go and get dressed.
James. I'm Thomas. Pleased to meet you. Can I have a minute with my sister, please?
Yes, of course.
So, does your lodger know your name?
Yeah. Thorn. You think I'd tell anybody anything else? Your Brummy boys are all over the papers. Just one last push, eh? Then you'll go legit. Just one more obstacle to get round, then it'll all be straight.
Actually, yes.
3 more years.
Personally, I find it quite amusing.
Then we're 80% legal.
Men like you are becoming very fashionable down here. No society party in London's complete without a gangster for the girls to go giddy for. Anyway, what is it that you want?
I don't have any children, Ada. So, I've set up a trust fund. The beneficiaries will be John's kids and Carl. In order for Carl to benefit, I need your signature. I've set up an account, and money will be transferred in the event of my death. It'll set them up for a new life.
Hey, looking out for the family, man.
Are you sick?
I'm just doing what any ordinary man would, putting my affairs in order.
I freaking knew it. I freaking knew it. Sabini was gonna rock up with Alfie Solomons and do something. I told you, there's gonna be repercussions for that thing in London. It's time to break bread with these two. And listen, I talked about it last episode with Shelby having a history. Not a history, but there's a precedent for...
I know about the Eden Club. Yes.
Did you know they were going to do it before they did it? Because that's the one who's in charge, isn't it? The one who knows before it happens.
I know what I know. If you don't know, you don't fucking know, do you?
Did you know they was going to take Wimbledon docks? Haringey, the trotting tracks.
Talk, all right? I genuinely want to hear you.
You've lost control, Alfie.
Have I?
Everybody knows.
Talk to me, Alfie.
Talk to you. All right, I'll talk to you. I'll fucking tell you how it was, right? What happened was this. Yeah? All the time you were talking about dirty fucking Jews. All the fucking time. Dirty fucking Jews, dirty kites, dirty dustbin lids. You want to talk about not getting into places, yeah?
Everybody makes fucking jokes. I didn't know you had no
And I'm going to fucking mention, right, the great big fuck-off elephant in the room.
Look, Alfie.
How many of my bookies worked Epsom this last May? None. None. Not one.
So for a few fucking jokes and Epsom, you fucking invite a tribe of savages into the city and just fucking unlock the fucking gates!
These guys talking like they were former best friends.
What are you saying, mate?
I'm saying... Yeah, I'm sorry about the Jew thing.
Can't even look him in the eye.
You're saying you're sorry?
Yeah.
You're sorry about the Jew thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Write that down. He said, I'm sorry.
Log it. Put it in the minutes.
And also write down that all our bookies can go back to Epsom.
He didn't say that.
Who's asking you?
Hey. Write it down. It's all right. Come on. Alfie's an old friend.
My friend.
Now, admit it. The Peaky Blinders is out of control.
Yeah, they're out of fucking control, mate. They come down the canal, they spread like the fucking clap.
Right. So now they're everybody's problem.
Yeah.
Alfie. You and me, we've been fighting since we was at school.
Did you notice? Man, the way Sabini's tone changed right there, or like he's I don't know, he's his voice inflation. It's like, We've been fighting, you know, since me, you rascal. Like, you know what I mean?
All right. Now also, we've been friends.
I said that.
Yeah. You know, it goes backwards and forwards.
Let's be friends.
How much better is it when we're friends?
Oh, it's much better, mate. Yeah.
Write that down. It's much better when we're friends. Write that out.
What
Write
we're
that out.
doing here, right, is we're writing down some kind of deal thing, right?
A written deal.
Written deal.
A written
Good.
deal.
Well, why don't we discuss the border between the Italians and the Jews going back to Farringdon Road?
Farrington Road.
Yeah, Farringdon Road.
That's ancient history.
Write down Farringdon.
No. Write down Camden.
Farringdon Road.
Camden.
I write down Farringdon. Farringdon.
Oh, the scribe is having the time of his life.
Just write down peace. Just write down peace between the Jews.
Bro, these guys have been at war for more than 6 months now, because I believe they said 6 months in episode 1 or 2. So it's been way more than 6 months now. And like, Lord knows how many bodies have been laid out. And just to go behind the Peaky Blinders' back. Now, I'm not sure if Tommy Shelby has a man in here, so this is going to be reported back to him, or this is going to completely blindside him, this deal behind his back, because it's going to be interesting.
The Italians.
And war. Against the gypsies.
2 armies against 1. Damn, some of the location shooting. Yeah, I was about to say too, man. Damn. That's Hogwarts.
Mr. Thomas Shelby, madam.
May is rich. Like rich. Generational wealth.
Nice house.
A house.
Would you like a whiskey?
Brother, that is
Scotch or Irish?
an estate. He lives in a small town.
Sorry for the short notice. I was passing.
We're not quite on the Birmingham Road.
It's a small diversion.
60 miles, I checked.
60-mile diversion. Damn.
Small diversion these days. Does he think she's not good enough for Epsom?
She needs a lot of work. Grace Board will need convincing.
I imagine you have some influence.
Hmm?
That's a suggested program for the next 2 months. Glass is empty.
It's fine.
You hungry?
Yes, a bit.
Can we prepare something?
Do you have engine oil? Before I set off for Birmingham, the car needs oil.
Sure, my husband kept some in the garage. I can get someone to do it.
This evening or tomorrow?
You want to Netflix and chill, man.
Oh, we're so far away from anywhere people usually stay over. Especially before cars, when it was just carriages. People used to stay over all the time.
All the time.
But I have a car.
Yes.
And you have engine oil.
Probably.
Now, I know the
It's
language.
very usual.
I know the language they are speaking.
What would?
For a guest to stay, we have a whole wing called guest wing.
Oh, you have a guest wing. Well,
Out here on my own. Keeping his flame burning. But of course, when anyone sees a lighthouse, they steer clear, don't they?
now, do you have a map of the house? Do you have a map? Because I'm not going to be able to find my way in the dark.
Hey, you gonna need the Marauder's map for this bitch.
See, at midnight, I'm gonna leave my wing, and I'm gonna come find you. And I'm gonna turn the handle of your bedroom door without making a sound. And none of the maids will know.
Oh, how did I end up here?
You don't know maids.
Sleepwalking.
They hear a pin drop.
There's a man in the house. They listen. They take turns.
So let them listen.
See, that's the Riz he didn't have at the bar.
Day rate, 7 shillings. Loading, unloading. Night rate, 3. Total 10.
Let's go and get a drink.
Alright.
Come
Oh,
on,
that-
it's payday.
That's Finn's mate, yeah.
Everybody has a drink on payday.
Not me.
You think your mum don't have a drink on payday? You think the Lord Almighty don't have a drink on payday?
Pulling out the Jamaican
There's some
accent,
fire
man.
out there. Women from the BSA offices, honest, they go out on their own without the men these days. In 2s and 3s now. Mickey, they go out in 2s and 3s and buy their own drinks. The Marquis. That's where the BSA secretaries go. Look, they won't serve a black man without a Shelby by his side.
So you're using me?
Yeah? Come on.
Don't go hanging around the wrong crowd. Come on, Michael. You can go, just don't have a drink. Wait.
I don't drink with blacks.
Here we fucking go.
Paddy. That okay? Not with me, they're not. I don't drink in pubs with blacks.
Man, this guy got the Scouser accent.
Look, my dad is the preacher around here. He has connections, ask anybody.
Oh, so that's what's his name? Oh yeah, that's his son. Oh, that's mad. I forgot his name. Is it Julius? Oh, the guy, he's a mad character. I love him. I love it. He had to take up arms at the end of season 1, put the gun in his hand. I forgot his name. So that's his son. That's crazy.
I don't give a fuck who he is. I'm telling you to leave it, Paddy. And I'm telling this darky to get out of here.
You know something? Fuck off.
It's alright, sir. Come on, leave.
Isaiah, okay.
I like it. Here.
You fucking nigger.
See, these guys deserve the beating they're gonna get. Come on, Isaiah. Yo, Isaiah and Michael holding it down.
Paddy, the white kid's a peaky blinder. He's Polly Shelby's son. He's Polly Shelby's son? Are you fucking suicidal?
See, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Get out. I didn't.
Get out the fucking
See,
pub.
I really didn't know. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, it's on site. Yeah, he ain't gonna be able to.
We're going to drink them.
That's your first experience, Michael. Hey, he ain't gonna hide those scars when he gets home. Yo, big up Isaiah, man. He held his ground.
Did you see his fucking face? He punched off the fucking kangaroo.
Hey, don't talk shit about the kangaroos, man.
Alright, anyway, I need a fucking drink. It's on you. It's on me.
To the Gaddison.
Yeah, thank you.
No. The women, John boy. The women. I got this one, she's a dancer, right? She can do things you can't. Finny just piss off, I'll explain a little bit better.
What if it's so good? Why are you here?
Raise some pints. Copies can't get that right. He misses us, Finn. That's what it is.
Here they are, look. Only a peaky boys.
What's happened, sir? Yeah, you've been scrappy.
Oh, some idiots at the Marquis of Lawn tried to stop me and Asar from drinking, but it's all right. We fought them off. After we had to stand our ground, and we did.
Marquis, eh? Where's your dad?
Preaching.
Right.
Oh shit.
Where are you going?
The Marquis, eh? Alright, it's time to stand on business.
Where are they going? Mox of Lawn. Shame. It was a nice ball.
Oh, there we go. It's midnight, baby. Yep. Jeremiah. I think that's his dad's name, not Julius. Jeremiah. It's a biblical name. And there's Jeremiah himself. And then Isaiah, yeah. Oh, we're gonna blow. Oh, we're just blowing up the marquise like that. Tommy handling his business and the boys handling theirs. I still think the Grace scene was better, man. I don't know. Grace is just crazy. Yo, the maids are hearing all sorts of things at the moment. Oh, damn. We're just going to burn the guy alive like that?
You didn't have to do that for me.
We didn't do it for you, Michael. We did it for the good name of the company. None of this happened, all right?
None of it happened. A whole pub's on fire. Yo, season 1, it was Polly visiting Campbell in the church. This is a different church, though.
Date has been set. 3 weeks from today. You checked out his house?
His copper's all over it. You'll take care of him.
No, I would arouse suspicion. You'll have to deal with them yourself.
And if a copper gets killed?
There will be no consequences for you. I have given you my word.
Which I know to be worthless. That is why I have been settling my affairs in the event of my death.
Making your peace with God, perhaps. Good luck with that.
I've made arrangements with men I trust.
And women. And women.
If I should die, then you will die. Know that.
That's insane. If I go down, you meeting me in hell with me, baby. We both going to hell together. There is going to be so much bloodshed with the trajectory of this season. Obviously, that military officer has to be assassinated. Then you got the Solomons and the Sabinis making their peace to take out the Peaky Blinders. And it's not going to be settled the way it was in season 1. Or I don't see it being settled that way with how it was with Billy Kimber. Just a shot to the head and go home to your families. This is going to end violently, in my opinion.
Ritz Hotel. London, Piccadilly.
Hello?
Is that Grace?
Who's that?
Oh my gosh!
I guess the telephone lines in England are not so good, huh?
I thought she was in New York. But he got that letter, I guess. Yeah, she knows who that was. He knows who that was. She knows who that was. He got that letter. He got that letter from her. He's like, all right, I'm a call it. Listen, man, this season is heating up to be sensational. And I'm saying that we only got 2 episodes left. There's 6-episode seasons. The episode 4 builds upon episode 3, and yet again, it was absolutely fantastic. And you see, even though, listen, once you're in the game no matter what, and that's the case with Michael. Those temptations are going to come despite his position, even though having an office position, just being the accountant, those temptations are going to come just like with Isaiah this episode, and his actions are going to have consequences. The name itself, Shelby, has such pedigree, and just being named Shelby can have consequences. It just could mean your head. No matter where you are, you got to be careful where you go. And Isaiah and Michael wandered into not uncharted territory, but they thought the name Shelby was gonna get him. Was gonna get him the drinks they had, and it's gonna inflict fear in other individuals. Sorry, Peaky, not the name Shelby. The name Shelby did end up inflicting fear on those individuals right there, the Scousers, because the bartender said that's Polly Shelby's son, and they just thought, you know what, we're screwed here. That means we're gonna be killed. And it was a mistake on my behalf. It was Isaiah thinking that just them being Peaky Blinders was going to get him a long way. And no, that wasn't the case. But oh man, Michael's gonna. He turned 18 and he's already seen some shit. But Aunt Polly is not gonna protect him the way she thinks she is, or she doesn't have as much control around Michael as she thinks she does. And she thinks obviously he's in the counter role, he's gonna be good, he's gonna be swell, but he's old enough to make his own decisions. And it's gonna be interesting to see down the road whether there's gonna be damage done to Michael, whether he does pass away, and if Polly's gonna blame that on Tommy Shelby, whether he's gonna bear the burden of whatever happens to Michael. Polly was talking with him this episode. You're the one you actually want him for this role, don't you? And it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out, because I feel like family members are going to get harmed in Peaky Blinders. They're not going to be immune to damage just because they're a Peaky Blinder, just because they're our main protagonist, just because they're the main family we're following in the show, doesn't mean they're going to be immune to damage. And I feel like, going against these Sabinis and the Solomons especially, they're going to be merciless, and it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out in the final 2 episodes, because we have Tommy Shelby carrying his mission out as the chosen one. We don't know how that's going to go down. He's going to have to try and assassinate this individual by himself, and infiltrate this compound by himself. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Then obviously you got the other issue he has, he's in the dark about, which is the the Solomon and Sabini piece at the moment. So yeah, I cannot wait to watch the final 2 episodes back to back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.